Hi there, a very good morning, good afternoon to all of you, depending on wherever you're watching me. This simply talks with another video, and this time this video relates to a retail company that has come out with strong numbers, yet the stock has fallen by more than 10-12%, and it's a large cap company. So we'll analyze that. Let's get started. First of all, a disclaimer that this is not a stock recommendation. People taking any position to any share that I talk about should do that with their own due diligence and research, and I'm not in favor or against any company that I talk about. I'm not a member of the NSC and BSC, and that I am not a portfolio advisor. Whatever discussions with respect to investments and portfolio or stocks that I have is purely on the basis of my experience into the market over the last, you can say, 12, 13 years. And whatever decisions with respect to investments you take, kindly take that on note that it is laden with market risk, and kindly do consult your financial advisor. Before I talk about the company, a small request that kindly support me on Patreon, and thanks a lot for everyone who is supporting me on Patreon. I'm bringing in a new feature from this month on Patreon. We'll discuss about that. So once you support me on Patreon, you'll get access to my portfolio, a watch list, and answer to whatever queries that you'll be having, plus discussions on global and domestic economy, global markets, what is the effect on Indian markets, currencies, etc., everything. Plus I'm bringing in a feature of bringing you one stock, since the market is now at a relatively lower level from where we were in August, September, that I am now able to find out, or I am trying to find out, if I put it correctly, I am trying to find out stocks which could perform really well over a 3-4 year period, and one stock every week of that sort. I'm bringing that up. I have brought up the first tranche of it. One of the stocks I've already brought that up last week, and will bring that up by tomorrow or day after. So that's another feature that's in there. Plus whatever queries you'll be having, I'll be answering that. And I'm also trying to bring that, you can say, some of the posts that would be available for sales separately for those who don't want to become member for a lower level pricing. Those posts will be available to buy for you all from the Patreon website. Now, in order to understand about this company, let me take you to the screener website. So, if you go here, so this is basically, this company is Trent that I want to discuss with you. So, Trent, we all know about it. Its Zudio showrooms are doing extremely well. Overall, the company has done exceedingly well over the last 4 5 years in terms of revenue, in terms of profitability. But if you see here, what happened is, before the results and post the results, from 11th October till now, in the last 1 month, the stock has fallen by around, so the high was around 8300, 8350, and it made a low just a couple of days back of 62, 6300. So 2000 point wiped off from the top, and that is around 20%, 20-25% from the top. The stock is down, and now I believe that the stock is probably a good buy from a 3 to 4 year perspective. I don't see major downside. We'll discuss about the technicals in a bit. But overall, the business is doing extremely well. So we virtually know about the business. So I'll just come to the numbers, and then we'll talk about the technicals. In the September quarter, what they did was, they had around 4,160 crores of sales versus 3,000 crores of sales. That's a good jump of 40%. So people were expecting 45-50% of sales growth, even on these large, you can say, numbers. That is just unattainable, and that is why I believe that these numbers are still uh, absolutely magnificent. 40% sales growth. If you look at profit growth, operating profit growth, 457 crores has become 643 crores. If I take that up, then we are looking at somewhere around 40% profit growth here. And on the bottom line as well, 335 crores net profit versus 228 crores is a significant jump altogether. And so the PE has come to a slightly lower level with the price going down and the numbers getting better ever so slightly. 164, 165 was the PE on the lower end. Normally, over a 5 year period, the average PE is around 180 to 183. So, Trent for me is a very decent, you can say, can be accumulated as a SIP at these levels if somebody wants to do, because of the kind of numbers that they're coming up with in terms of shareholding pattern as well. If you see, 37% is with the promoters, 26.5 with FIIs. We have sold a little bit in the September quarter. DIIs hold around 13.5%, 23% is with the public shareholding. Even in that 23%, there is around 3% which are with large investors. So if you look at the numbers, there's no problem with the numbers. It's just the valuations and the way the stock had moved up that we saw a correction. And now I think we are at the cusp of the end of the correction. Today the stock is up around 2%, and we are seeing a situation where the stock is doing exceedingly well. So if you look at here, it's trading around 6500, 6600 today, 6600 or so. And if I look at a 5 year chart, because this is more or less an investment over a 2 3 year period rather than a trade that I'm talking about. So if you look at here, the RSI has gone to a relatively nice level at around 50 53, and this dip in RSI was last seen, or around 50 levels was last seen way back in March of 23. Those are the levels that Trent has now gone to, and so we are relatively at the bottom. If the numbers don't deteriorate, then I don't see the stock go below 6,000 levels. I think 6,000 becomes an important support, and once the stock closes above 6,700, another momentum, you can say rally, could pick up. So technically speaking also, somebody is buying, probably have a 10% long term stop loss and get into it, or better still, do not have a stop loss, just buy probably 1 or 2 shares of it over a long period of time and keep on accumulating. The way the growth is, the way they're driving the growth compared to other, you can say, classes, or other compared to other companies in the same sector, I think Trent could end up doing exceedingly well even from here. From a 3 4 year perspective, it's a large cap company, a Tata product, or a Tata company. So that also takes care of the promoter, you can say, integrity, etc. So overall, I believe that now after the correction, it's time to probably get in a smaller manner, in a manner in which you just do SIP monthly into the stock over the next few years, and probably see how things pan out over the next 2 3 4 years. So this was a video on Trend. Please like and subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon so you can get my videos straight away when I post it, and kindly support me on Patreon. Thanks a lot for watching.